Hello, this is my Hyprland config. If you don't know what Hyprland is, it's a tiling window manager, or technically a Unix compositor. All that really means is when you open a window like this, it takes up all of the screen. There's never any wasted screen space. And the tiling aspect means if I open another window, it tiles automatically. It's assigned a new space every time, and I don't have to do anything. The special thing about Hyperland is that it's entirely keyboard based, so I've done all of this on my keyboard. I don't have to touch my mouse at all, which is brilliant. It means I can just do work, not get distracted, stay locked in, quality. There's also workspaces built into a tiling window manager, or any window manager really. So I'm in workspace 4 here at the minute, we can see. I can click these if I really want, but why would you? Keyboard based. So I have a super key, which in my case is Alt, doesn't matter too much. Windows 4, I'll go to this new workspace. Windows 8, I can look at my pictures, code, and you can just swap between all of them as quick as you want instantly. Lovely. So this is very efficient, lets me stay concentrated. Very good. I've used this setup for about a year and a half while I've been at uni, but I graduated recently, and then luckily I've got a job. Unluckily, I have to use Windows at my job and abandon my lovely Unix workflow. So this is what I've found so far just by playing about in Windows to try and emulate this workflow as best as I can and keep mostly keyboard based on Windows. Okay, so for the Windows side, this is completely stock. You don't need any plugins or apps, no config required. Um, it's not exactly the same as a true tiling window manager. It never will be because this is Windows. It's just not very customizable. It's just the way it is. But I think if you add this and some Vim bindings in VS Code, you can be sort of 80% of the way there. So it all comes down to the taskbar, really. Taskbar and the Windows key. So I have pinned apps on my taskbar and apps that are open but may not necessarily be pinned. And they all have indexes. You can think of them like that, or numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's basically how it works. So Windows 2 will open Firefox, Windows 4 will open File Explorer, and you can then toggle between them again, Windows 2, Windows 4, Windows 2. If you want to open another instance, then it's Windows Shift and the number you want. So Windows Shift 2 will open Firefox, 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 Firefox. I now have all of these open, which is good. But the problem is, I don't know of a way to separate these. So now, when I go to Windows 2, I'm always going to the first one. If you want to pick one of these, you have to hold Windows and cycle through them. So Windows 2, 2, 2, 2, cycle through the one you want. This is pretty annoying. I genuinely don't have a solution for this. It's not great. So Windows L, yeah, bit annoying. One that a lot of people do probably know is if you press the Windows key and an arrow, I'll press the right arrow, it will push it to the right. I can then pick what I want to tile this with. This is sort of a manual tiling function. Pretty cool, can be useful. You don't have to use the mouse, so that's good. One I didn't know though is Windows up and up again will maximize, and you can do Windows down to minimize. So maximize, minimize. I didn't know that. That's quite useful. Another one is Windows Shift and an arrow will move it to another monitor. So Windows Shift left is now my left monitor. I'll bring it back. Windows Shift right, left, right. Pretty cool. A cool feature about this though is if you tile it and then do Windows Shift left, it preserves the tile. So it's now on the left side of my other monitor and I can bring it back. It's still half. Um, when you want to close a window, a lot of people probably know this one as well. You can do Control W if it's tab based, Control W, or Alt F4 will always work for any program. Alt F4, for example, if I go to Spotify, Control W does nothing, but Alt F4 will always close a window. Uh, that's pretty much it. Let me know if I missed anything. As I said, this is not a Windows glaze at all. Windows is never going to be as good as a tiling window manager, but you got to do what you got to do. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope it helped. Let me know if I missed anything.